Welcome to InFocus Town Talk. We are on today with the town of Duxbury, and we have Joanne Moore, who's the director for the Council on Aging. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you, Julie, for having me this morning.
It's great to have you here. The first thing and the most prevalent thing on everyone's mind is the COVID-19 vaccination. So could you go through for the watching public what you're doing in the town of Duxbury for this first phase of the vaccine rollout?
Sure. So we're working with older adults 75 plus. Just to let you know, the vaccine has been ordered. The town manager placed the order earlier this week. It's probably on the 1st of February. He is waiting a word from the state how many vaccines they will receive. Once we get word in regards to vaccines, we will be partnering with Hanover and Pembroke to offer a regional clinic. That clinic will be held at the Pembroke Country Club. Once he knows how many vaccines we will receive, we will be able to schedule appointments. What will happen for people to schedule the appointment is there is a software product called PrepMod that will, a link will be sent out to all residents 75 older, and they can register themselves. If for some reason they're having a hard time registering or do not have a computer, they can give the senior center a call and we will assist.
Excellent. Now, there's a little bit of confusion in all of our towns about, do I wait until my town has vaccines, or if I find another location, can I go ahead and make an appointment if I can get one? What is your advice on that?
What we've been told is if you can get an appointment, get an appointment. We do know the large mega sites have lots of dosages and they've worked out all the kinks and it's an easy process. But I know for many people, it's a challenge to get to Gillette Stadium. There are several other vaccination sites locally. For us, we know there's one at Esteem Med Spa in Kingston, the Big Y in Kingston, the CVS in Hanover are just a few.
Right. And there's, if you go on to mass.gov/vaccines, there's a map, and if you click on the map, it'll show you the places that currently are taking appointments, although they're very limited. And there's a lot of frustration with that. So can we talk about how people need to stay vigilant, Joanne?
Well, as everything we've read in the news and heard on the news and read in the papers, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, just be careful. We're still in the pandemic. Our healthcare workers, thank goodness, have gotten the vaccine, at least one dose. Our emergency personnel has had their first vaccine, and we're trying to get the older adult vaccinated. I was pleased to hear the public housing in Duxbury yesterday, the older adults were vaccinated. So 1 month from now, they'll get their second vaccine.
That's excellent. Thank you. And where do people go in the town of Duxbury for the most updated information?
So that would be the town website. But I really think mass.gov has the most comprehensive website. The town's website links up to the state website. And really that's where the information is updated every day.
Perfect. Okay, now Duxbury is very, the first one of all of our towns are having elections, and your elections are actually on March 27th, which isn't that far away. And the papers that people have to file to run for offices that are open, actually it closes today. So can you talk a little bit about that whole process?
Sure. So this year we have 3 selectmen positions available. And people have pulled their papers, and the election will take place on Saturday, March 27th, and that will take place at the Steel Building in Duxbury. This year we'll be voting on those 3 seats. Dave Madigan, who is a current selectman, he is resigning, and that is the reason why there's 3 openings. 2 of those openings are for 3-year terms, and 1 of them is for a 2-year term.
Okay, and you also have an assessor, 1 year, 1 position for assessors, school committee, planning board, library trustee. There's 2, housing authority. There's 1, we think. So there's quite a few people running for office in the town of Duxbury. So pay attention to that, and we will be having some some programming regarding the election and election coverage and the candidates here on PACTV. Now let's also talk about your town meeting, which is scheduled. It was going to be earlier, and now it's been moved to May.
Sure. So at the selectmen's meeting last Monday, John Tuffy, who is the moderator, he brought forth a motion to change the date, and it had to do with safety for the residents. So the new date for the town meeting will be May 15th. That's a Saturday, and then May 16th. The town meeting will be held at the Duxbury High School and Middle School, just like it was last year. People felt very safe in that setting. Of course, all the precautions will be in place. Everyone will need to wear a mask. Seating will be placed 6 feet apart. They'll be using several rooms, and there'll be hand sanitizer stations throughout the facility.
Yeah, we were really happy to be able to help bring you that last year, and it was really well run, and the facility was great, and having the 2 rooms was awesome. There was just so much room, and the boom microphones over people's heads, so nobody had to touch microphones. It was safe and wonderful. Now, you at the senior center are still doing. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I was going to say it's amazing how it all came together and how people have adapted during this time, been really creative, PACTV especially, to make, town meeting happen and other things.
Yes, exactly. And you're right. We're getting good at it. We're getting used to this. All of us are, which is wonderful. So it's not a heavy lift to do it anymore. Now, talk to me about just what's going on right now at the senior center, what you're still doing for your seniors.
Sure. So since we closed on March 12th, our doors closed. The next Monday, we were back in the building providing services. The first service we implemented was meals and delivering meals to our homebound individuals. So we've been doing that throughout the whole pandemic. We've done some shopping and pharmacy runs for older adults as well. When we went home that first weekend, we bought a Zoom account, and it was like learning Chinese that weekend. But by Monday, we had bought a bigger Zoom account. And since March, we have offered 1,065 programs and have over 12,000 people attend our programming virtually. But not everyone has technology, so we're really thankful for the partnership with PACTV. We have created a PACTV in partnership with the Plymouth Center for Active Living, the Kingston Council on Aging, and the Pembroke Council on Aging. And there's a wide variety of programming on PACTV offered every day. There's music on Monday at 11, fitness every morning at 5 and noon. And then there's other programs sprinkled in throughout the week. So check out the PACTV guide in the newsletter. We offer transportation, that's daily and medical transportation. Of course, we have to do it a little different. Previously, we could have up to 14 people on our vans. Now we have 2. So scheduling looks a little different, but our goal is to keep people safe. Our social day programs have been back in our building since September. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have older adults in our building. They're living with Alzheimer's disease. And this is a wonderful programming for the people living with Alzheimer's as well as their family caregiver. That program's offered from 9 to 3. And in October, we started a PPOD program that was for socially isolated older adults. You may have heard that isolation and loneliness is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Not really good for you and can cause death. It is isolation and loneliness is something that we were really concerned about and worried about for the elders in our community. So we started this program. So 6 elders come in on Tuesday, another group comes in on Wednesday, and a third group comes in on Thursday. They come in for 4 hours. They have socialization, education. We teach them how to use Zoom so they can stay connected while they're at home. They have an exercise class, a bag lunch, and then they go home, but they have something to look forward to the next week. So we're really thrilled to be offering that. In the nice days of summer, we have a bocce court out back that was well used, thanks to a local volunteer, Joe Santelli. And then we've had music on the lawn. We've had some stargazing programs. So thinking outside the box on how to connect with older adults in a lot of different ways.
I'm exhausted just listening to that list
We
of
are
what
too.
you've done. That is amazing, Joanne. That is so wonderful, and thank you for sharing that. I think a lot of people will be pretty astounded at how much programming you have still available. That's great. And I thank you for joining me today, Joanne Moore, from the town of Duxbury. We'll have someone from Duxbury on every month on our Town Talk segment, and we thank you so much for joining us today.
Have a great day. Take care.